guys, it's DisneyFan14, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make this cute little, if you would call it, baby DC Comics Joker figure or charm on the Rainbow Loom. The lighting is a little bit off, so I'll just turn him so you can see. So the supplies you will need today is your Rainbow Loom, a Rainbow Loom hook or a crochet hook. You're going to need white bands. For the eyes, I'm using these half yellow, half red bands for more of a crazy look. You can use black, or you could use just red or just yellow if you want. You're going to need one red for his smile or just his mouth. You're going to need yellow bands, purple bands, and green bands. And also 2 black bands for his feet. So let's get started. So we're going to start with our loom in the staggered configuration, like this, with your arrows pointing down. So we're going to start with green, and you're going to start with a single band and just put it on the top 2 pegs, like this. I'm just going to move my hook out of the way. And then we're going to take double green bands and go from the left diagonally up to the middle, like that. And do the same on the right side, going from the right diagonally up to the, oh, those bands just went flying. But like we did on the left, same thing, up to the center. And this is forming his hair. And we're going to take double green bands again, and we're going to go down once on the left and down once on the right. Now we're going to take double white bands, and we're going to go down once, twice, and 3 times down the middle. And then we're going to take double white bands again, go down once on the left, and then we're going to do once on the right as well, like this. And now we're going to take double white bands again, and we're going to go from the middle diagonally up to the left, and then we're going to go from the same peg in the middle up to the right, like this. That is going to be his face, and this is what it should look like. Okay, now to start his body. For his neck, you're going to need double white bands going down once in the center, like this. And now we're going to start making his body and using purple. Here I used the metallic bands. You can use regular purple like I have here today, or you can use jelly purple or any form of purple. And for his hair, I used the metallic green. But today I'm using just regular green, and again you can use jelly. Oh, and also here I used jelly yellow. Today I'm using yellow. I mean just regular yellow, so you can use either one. Okay, so we're going to take double purple bands, and we're going to go from the middle diagonally down to the left, and do the same thing on the right. Then we're going to go down once. I have 3 bands here. So we're going to go down once, twice, and 3 times, like so. And then for the middle, we're going to use double green. I only have one, so I have extras here. So I'm just going to get out some more. I only need 1, but I got a couple anyway. So double green bands going down once in the middle, and then we're going to use double yellow bands. Like I said, you can use jelly or normal. Go down once, and then double purple down the middle once, like this. And then for the right side, we're going to go down 3 times with double purple bands like we did on the left. So just do that. Keep using double bands like this. Now you should have something that looks like this for his body. Now we're going to add on his little flower right here on the side. And since we want it to come out on the right side, we're going to apply it to the left side. So what we're going to do is we're going to take one of our yellow bands and wrap it around our hook 3 times, like this. Then we're going to remove the top part of this band, these bands on the top of the left, stick it on our the tip of our hook, and then we're going to just slide these 3 loops of yellow onto that purple band, and then put those back on the peg, like this. Now we're going to do his arms. So we're going to use white for his hands, and we're just going to wrap it around our hook 3 times like we did for the little yellow flower, like that. And then we're going to take double purple, stick it on our hook, and like we did for the flower, we're going to slide these 3 bands onto that purple band. You can do it all 3 loops at once, or you can do them one at a time. Then you can just put those other 2 loops back onto your hook and apply it on the same peg we did the flower. Or you can start on the right side, it does not matter. So just put it on. And you have to make sure you get all of the loops on the right side, otherwise it'll like fall off and you'll have to do it again. So just like that. And you could adjust it how you want. Now we're going to do the same thing as we did on this side for the other side. So again, wrapping this white band around your hook 3 times, taking double purple bands, sticking them on your hook, sliding these 3 bands onto that purple, and bringing those 2 loops back onto your hook. Then, like we did on the left side, we're going to apply his arm. Again, you have to be careful on where you put. Sometimes I like to sort of make a hole so you know where to put them, like this. Now you have his hands. Now we've completed this part of his body. Now we're going to do his feet. So what we're going to do is we can put our hook down and take 2 purple bands and just put them down once on the left and down once on the right. So taking double purple, going down once on the right, like this. Now we're going to use our black bands for his feet, and we're going to take, you can just push down these bands here. We're going to take one single one, and we're going to wrap it around this peg, the last peg that has bands on it. Wrap it around 3 times, like that, and do the same thing on the other side for his other foot, like that. Okay, so now you have all of the body. Now we're going to do the eyes, and the mouth we add on at the end. So what we're going to do for the eyes is we're going to need a single white band and the eye color bands. Like I said in the beginning, you can use these half and half bands. You can use just red, you can use just yellow, or you can use just black. So you're going to wrap this around your hook 3 times, like that. I would make sure you have both colors on there so you can see both of the colors when you stick it onto his face. And then you're going to do the same thing with the other band. Wrap it around 3 times, like this. Now we're going to take that single white band, stick it onto our hook, like this, and put it on our finger, then slide all of those loops onto the white band, like that. Now we're going to stick it onto our loom right here and right here, like this, and then do the other side like this. And they're going to look smushed, so you're just going to use your fingers or your hook to move them over and separate them. And then you're going to take the top part of that loop and pull it up and over this peg right here in the center. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to start looming, because we've done the flowers, we've done the hands, we've done the feet, and we've done his eyes. Oh wait, I almost forgot the cap bands. Sorry. So now we're going to do the cap bands, and we're going to be using single purple bands. We're going to start from the bottom, and you're going to put them like a triangle on these 3 pegs, except you're going to lift up the bottom part and stick it onto the peg above, so that he has like a more like, well, I'm not going to say more better, because that's not how you say it, but a better, I don't know like what to say, like line. That's what I'm going to call it. And then we're going to take another single purple band and just do a triangle like we did here, except we're not going to pull it up. We're just going to leave it as a triangle. Then we're going to do that again on the 3 pegs above it, like that. And now we're going to use a white band as a cap band and put it on his face right here in a triangle. So now we have done everything. Now we're going to start looming, and we're going to start from the bottom. So you're going to take your hook, and you're going to stick it into this last peg on the left, and you're going to pull back those 3 loops of black cap band or feet. Take the purple bands, pull them up and over onto the peg above it. Now we're going to pull back this cap band right here. Pull it back. You can use your finger or your hook. And just grab those bottom 2 purple bands. Oh, I think I got the cap band. Yeah. So just stick that back there and put them up and over like that. Then you're going to go all the way up to the top where his arm ends, like this, pushing back the cap band, grabbing those bottom 2 bands, pulling them up and over, pushing back the cap band, grabbing those bands, and going up and over, like this. Now we're going to do the middle. The middle is easier because there are no cap bands that you have to push aside. So you're just going to loom right up the middle, like this, grabbing those purple bands, bringing them up and over. I have something stuck on my hook there. Okay, and then we're going to do the yellow, up and over, like this. And then the green, like that. Now we're going to do the right side, like we did on the left, going through the black band, grabbing those purple bands and pulling them up and over, going through the cap band, grabbing the purple bands, bringing them up and over, and the same procedure all the way up, and this time you can go diagonally. Also, if you want, you could start on this side and do diagonally and then do this side. It's just a matter of preference. So I don't know why, but I prefer doing it on this side. And then pull them up and over onto that middle peg. And there might be a lot of tension between your bands, so you can just like stick your hook in there and just like try to loosen some tension. And then we're going to do the right side, grabbing those bottom 2 bands. I'm just going to push them back with my finger so I know where they are. You can't really see, but there we go. You have the bottom 2 bands. Bring them up and over onto that middle peg. Now we're going to start. Now we're going to do his neck and start his face. So you're going to go through all of these bands on this middle peg and grab the only 2 white bands. So when you check to make sure you have the right bands, make sure you just have 2 white bands on your hook. And then pull that up and over onto that peg right here. Now you're going to start with the 2 top bands on the top, not the bottom, which for me, go to the right first and then to the left. I only grabbed 1. That's fine. You just have to remember to go back and get that other one. And then the last 2 bands are the ones that go all the way up. And from here, you can just loom all the way up until this one right here. So, like for the body, there's no cap bands to get through. So just all the way up, like this. And then you can start with either side. I'm going to start with the left side. And you can go up once to where the eyes are. Then pull back that cap band. Grab those 2 green bands. Pull them up and over. And then we can do the diagonal. So grab those 2 green bands. Put them up and to the side onto this peg. And now we're going to do the right side. So you can grab those white bands, pull them up like we did on the left. Same thing, push back the cap band, grab those 2. I only grabbed 1. So then, like again, if you do that, you have to remember to go back. Otherwise, your joker will have because we're using double bands, so it would come out with like a loose part on his face. So you have to remember to do that step. And then grab those 2, put them diagonally up, like this. You can push all those bands down. And now your loom should look like this. And it's good to check that you've loomed every single part, because once I didn't, and then I think I've told you that in my Catwoman video. If you have not seen that, totally go check it out. I'll leave a link to it in the description box below. So totally go check that out. And by the way, that's another rainbow loom from my DC Comics series. And I'm just gonna, since we're talking about that, my next video is going to be this little poison ivy. And that will be coming up either sometime this week or next week. So now we're going to loom this single green band right here. So I'm just going to show you from the side, and we're going to go in, we're going to grab that single band and pull them up and over and onto the peg, the very top peg in the center. Now we can go from the side, grab the bottom loop of that green band, pull it up and over that peg, and just let it go. And you can pull this right here so it's tight, and you can leave it on for extra support so it doesn't fall apart. And now we can start taking it off. I start from the bottom. You can use your fingers or your hook. The hook is a little faster, but and also, if you haven't checked out my Rainbow Loom Disney's Jungle Book Baloo, certainly go check that out. I'll leave a link to that in the description box below also. Sorry, I just hit the camera. Okay. So now you can just arrange him in any way you'd like. See, now we have the flower on this side. So just configure him in any way you'd like this here. Sorry, I went off camera for a second. So just fix them in any way you want, like that. Now we're going to add on his mouth. So we're going to take this single red band, and we're going to stick our hook in his face this way from the front, and just stick our hook in it, grab that red band, and pull it through his face like this. And then you're just going to leave it there and slide your hook out. Then you're going to go in from the other side like this and grab that end of the red band and then pull it through his face. Like, hold on, I'm twisted in a bunch of white bands. So just pull it through and then put your hook on the other loop like this. Oh, and I forgot to tell you in the beginning, you'll also need a C-clip. You could just slip knot it like I did here and just leave it like that. Or you can do it like this, and how I'm going to show you right now, where you just stick a C-clip in those two loops like this. You have to make sure you get both of them like that. And then you could just take that off your hook, and then you could fix his smile in any way you like. You can make it looser, tighter, more crazy looking, or anything or any way you want. And now, if you want this to be a charm and you can hang it somewhere, you leave the slip knot. If not, then you're going to stick your hook through his hair somewhere. Take this green slip knot band, stick it on your hook, and pull it through where you selected to hide it. Just like that, and you could hide it again if you want, or not, whatever your preference is. So, thank you so much for watching, and here are just my two, so you can see what it looks like with the different bands. So, thank you so much for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Bye!